is a poem celebrating the realization that poems aren't gonna change anything. I'm still writing anyways, but they ain't gonna change this mean, crazy, fucked up and down world of shit and more shit. Now, on the brighter side of the landscape, we have, of course, the prospect that this poem will become an active member of the curriculum of 8th grade English classes. And when the teacher says my name, everyone will smile real pretty and say that I was a good guy. Man, I could change this world if these assholes gave me the chance. Everything starts out small, see, but I ain't gonna stay small. Like if you're reading this here piece of shit now, I'm making progress, ain't I? And even if you decide to wipe your ass with this work of art, man, I'm glad to be of service. That's why I'm here. Look, the poet uses words like you use spit, or Vaseline, or Crisco. So I rub these words on a page and you slowly take them in. It's quite literally getting fucked by letters. The vowels and the smaller shafted consonants are fairly easy to take even for the more tight-assed amongst you, while other, bigger, wider consonants require in some cases the use of drugs and poppers. Feeling it inside yet, huh? It's hot, wet, sloppy, slimy, scummy, suckable poem slipped into a prophylactic with a French tickler made of razor blades being jammed up your asshole, and you stopped fighting and were almost enjoying it until this madman decided to piss up your ass, and you began to taste it and it came out your mouth, and then he started kissing you, setting up a cycle to keep it flowing forever and ever and ever and ever. The poet fucking the reader, the poet pissing in the reader's mouth, kissing and drinking his own words. He gets more turned on, you get hotter, and the scene gets wilder for those still horny for more. The poet is rapist. Looking to get into something will hurt you if necessary, so just cooperate and you'll be better off. I want you to look at this fucking poem. Lick it. Look at it again, real long, huh? Now, go ahead and relax and see how easy it is the second time. Go ahead. Good. Good. I told you, I'm glad to be of service. I told you, I'm glad to be of service.
It goes 1, 2. Now this comes shoes coming for you. 3, 4. can't take running a tight ship for you. So come here, let me bite that lip for you. Okay, you can have your cake, but you can't touch the icing. You gotta hush the lightning. Motherfucking jailbirds like to sing like, if that diamond rings your neck, you've got no one else to blame, just your love for respect. Where respect ain't due, protect your neck from the fangs you drew. Through blue collar blood with you love it, you need it, but that love ain't true. Your colors are shining through when they're as yellow as the sun that's blinding you. Coming out of the rain, open your ears and listen. Now some are out to win the big money, and some are just out to aim. And if all you see are 777s, that's gonna go in triple heaven. It goes 1, 2. Now this comes shoes coming for you. 3, 4. With more than the Lord to speak. 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna walk this beat until I drop my drumsticks. I've spun 78, 45, 33 since 99. Now if that diamond rings your neck, you got no one else to blame, just your love. Now you're passing the rock and you're passing the liquor, attracted to gods or attracted to bleeding. That's a delivery straight from your will, and it will kill, thrill, and haunt you. Caught you holding on to things that weren't there, and you weren't scared. They're there now. Hold down those demons. No rush, no rush. Keep breathing. I'm a loner, Dottie. They call me Rebel Yellow, but they don't know me, Dottie. Hello, Dottie. You can call me Mellow Yellow. You know I love you, Dottie. I'm waking up with you, but you don't know me, Dottie. I'm tangled up in blue, and there ain't nothing new. I just wanna come get my fangs stuck in you. Now I'm a lone wolf, unchained with crooked fangs. Here I come, here I come. And I didn't come to put your fire out, I don't fear your flames. Here I come. I hear them calling your name, for crying out loud. I hear them calling your name, for crying out loud. I hear them calling you out, I hear them calling you out. I'm here, I'm calling you out, I'm here, I'm calling you out. I raised awareness, so you can call me daddy. I took care of your sheriff, man, I'll shoot them all gladly. Mr. Happy Go Hungry, on the search for where my badge and gun are buried. Now you're just mad or scared because you got no more little toys to look after. They said you poisoned a perfectly good pasture. We asked your whereabouts, they only had one good answer. And they said there was no choice in the matter, and that their voice didn't matter, and the white noise in their laughter was just a void that couldn't capture a filler in time. Why you tried to put those pillars in line? I was watching horror films hoping the killer was fine. Figured it was prime to tinker with your spine. While you played the role of Jesus, I was spilling your wine. Just to kill some time, they thought it was for justice. So now it sucks less for me because I crush your destiny and duck the lust for a mess to clean up. You love less of me now. Never trust the breath I breathe out. I'm sufficiently breathless. Just blood and flesh, yes, you see now. Weed out your garden, let me come and find the flowers before you summon the final hours for someone that's blind to cowards. I devour jealousy, complaints, and poor sportsmanship. Now you're over apologetic, wet with 1,000 types of tears. And I don't get it, you kept them right behind your ears. Tried to steer me to your beaten path of bad company. I said I keep my feet in glass, and that's comforting. That's coming from the king of the road to recovery, who's got a soul that's old, and I sing your odes about cold to cut it free. It's just like me, nothing's changed. No, I'm just a lone wolf unchained with crooked fangs. Here I come, and I didn't come to put your fire out. I don't fear your flames. Here I come, I hear them calling your name for crying out loud. I hear them calling your name for crying out. Whoa. I hear them calling you out. I hear them calling you out. I'm here, I'm calling you out. I'm here, I'm calling you out. And they said they just wanted to have a kiss. And you were all like, you wanna battle, bitch? And then you said, our history is too fragile to juggle with. But now misery's the only man you'll cuddle with. And it's so clear, you drew weapons on those you hold dear. Said you were dancing in private, but you're two-stepping on toes here, dear Dottie. And that discussion was all true until you decided to bust in with the old you. Now you're judging them all through your gut and it sucks. Say you stuck them with no shoes to walk in, so there ain't nothing to soften the blow from that trailer burning coals to the rocks in the road. But you expect them to follow in your pussy footsteps, which couldn't ever work because you wouldn't look left. And yes, there was love in the air, you should've took breaths. You know you should've. I said yes, there was love in the air, you should've took breaths. You know you could've. And yes, I'm leaving to rest in the heart of your machine while it's bleeding to death. Until its carcass is clean, I'm feeding the rest of it, still beating chest to the lesser of your subjects. And their bench pressing their grudges, repeating the reps and blending them in with their crutches and preaching the steps. I step light tonight, there just might be a jailbreak, and more than likely it's fail-safe. Full speed ahead till the sail breaks. Take a deep breath, man, that ocean air has a stale taste of a centuries-old war, where it was either all for one or one on all fours. Now, they were trained to kill all the silence, using nothing but silk, gold, and diamonds. They use the skills to build roads to islands, and I ain't gonna leave till the hills close their eyes. They were trained to kill all the silence, using nothing but silk, gold, and diamonds. They use the skills to build roads to islands, and I ain't gonna leave till the hills close their eyes. So double knot the laces in your boots when you leave, 'cause trouble's got the ace of every suit in its sleeve. So quit shooting the breeze or living lucrative dreams and just loop and just loop and just loop, and it seems. Just loop and just loop and just loop, and it seems. Just loop and just loop and just loop and it's loop and it's loop and it's loop. They were trained to kill all the silence, using nothing but silk, gold, and diamonds. They use the skills to build roads to islands, and I ain't gonna leave till the hills close their eyes. They were trained to kill all the silence, using nothing but silk, gold, and diamonds. They use the skills to build roads to islands, and I ain't gonna leave till the hills close their eyes. Outside there's a boxcar waiting for us. There ain't in a rush, so we can paint with a brush made of patience and such, and keep the faith in our guts like Outside there's a boxcar waiting for us. There ain't in a rush, so we can paint with the brush made of patience and such, and keep the faith in our guts. Now these ants in my heart got it dancing in the dark. With the flash and the spark, she advances with a shark in a chokehold. No cold, we're eating good tonight. The two leading lookalikes from every seedy nook in sight. Hindsight, flight of the offshore fisherman is feeling even better than the fair weathermen. It led me to believe, led me to the seas where the fish and disease are just wicks lit in the breeze. The injuries leap like a treaty from the hand of the bleeding while we stand there repeating. We can't leave this evening, it's too young to start retreating. Can't leave this evening, it's too young to start retreating. So now we're leaping from highs to highers as we're sleeping beside a fire. And it's creeping inside the bed, creeping inside of the bed, creeping inside of the bed. I said we're leaping from highs to highers. Now we're sleeping beside a fire. It's creeping inside of the bed, creeping inside of the bed, creeping inside of the bed. Outside there's a boxcar waiting for us. There ain't in a rush, so we can paint with a brush made of patience and such, and keep the faith in our guts. Outside there's a boxcar waiting for us. There ain't in a rush, so we can paint with a brush made of patience and such, and keep the faith in our guts. So with a stomach full of monarchs and eat, sleep on repeat, we leap into leaves and leave this life ease. Riders on a storm, too perfect to put into words, perfect is what it deserves. Curve the hurt and the nerves so we can work our limbs around an urge and grin and bear the verge of overkill. Motor skill heads, heading towards a bed of roses, called a haystack. And on the way back, I see her face crack. She's having dreams that a runaway cat came back. And I don't know what to say that'll change that, and I can't take that, I can't. So when I can taste her misery vividly, I wanna instantly turn it into history. Bitterly sweet hearts, and in the restart, living like we heart to heart. Outside there's a boxcar waiting for us. Ain't in a rush, so we can paint with a brush made of patience and such, and keep the faith in our guts. Outside there's a boxcar waiting for us. Ain't in a rush, so we can paint with a brush made of patience and such, and keep the faith in our guts. Outside there's a boxcar waiting for us. Ain't in a rush, so we can paint with a brush made of patience and such, and keep the faith in our guts. Outside there's a boxcar waiting for us. Ain't in a rush, so we can paint with a brush made of patience and such, and keep the faith in our guts.
That was the wedding of the Lamb. Now comes the capture of the beast.
You feel like no one needs you. You feel like all the joy is gone. When a bitter dream cracks through your grinning mask. Look beyond the shattered pieces and clear the wreckage.
Got a closet full of broken legs and I don't want to stand on. It's planned wrong. It's like I don't understand, Mom. The same sad song and dance gone awry. On demand, on the fly, across the land, by and by, ride or die. Left high and dry, run into the sandbar, praying for a high tide or running with the land shark, a landmark. Anything that signifies a hope that I'll be going back to charting open water. I can taste it, face it. It's time to let the birds out of the cages. I'm out of my patience. I ain't seen a lighthouse in ages. Pages are cluttered, I'm undercover, wishing for a lover while I'm singing for my supper light. And she dances like the ocean, by candlelight, a fan of my devotion, phantom of the floating opera. And she honored my sister, but I'm the victim. She put a box on my wisdom. Blood drunk with an incurable hangover, and I'm unsure if I'll stay sober. It's like I know what ain't over. Your heart belongs to me now, but it's certain to change owners. And it's that strange odor, more than fishy. This got me warped and shifty, fishing in a lost cause. Lock, stock, and two smoking earlobes. Some third grade De Niro with a hero complex, zeroed in and singing and dancing for the bullets flying at my feet. While I feed her hunger, she's harassing me. But I turn it around, casually light a match and watch a laugh factory burn to the ground. She holds that pose where no grass grows, just a cold black rose on an old back road. She holds that pose where no grass grows, just a cold black rose on an old back road. And she dances like the ocean, by candlelight, a fan of my devotion, phantom of the floating opera. And she honored my sister, but I'm the victim.
Les bras chargés,
she brought a box on my wisdom.
lui qui porte dans ses mains
And she dances like
la
the
fleur
ocean,
d'amour
Beyond the shattered
que lit dans ton jardin.
fan of my devotion, phantom of the floating opera.
Why should we be in such desperate haste to succeed? And in such desperate enterprises. Look beyond the shattered pieces and clear the wreckage.
I love the way you took a second look into that book of matches. With overlapping names and numbers you mistook for matches. Mistook for matches made in heaven's workshop. Squatting on that crooked mattress where you chose to curse God. First time, dirty slob, worst one. Aftertaste said you did a clerk's job. Jerks off and masturbates, now let that sink in. What you been drinking? Come on, you gotta start thinking. That bastard dates a first mod squad model rep to casturbating skills into his fishy bowl of masticating lady thrills. Debating with his training, still say something fascinating. Like baby chill, Kodak moments are fastly fading. He'll bravely swill the last of his remaining shady pills. It's the one that killed your baby. He said maybe we'll meet again, most likely under the sheets, and then we'll host a nightly hunter meets the hunted. And then he cheats again. Your family trees bend over to lend a hand. But you've never been a fan of being a charity case. You don't want no minute man, but you want his burial place. They said if life gives you sour grapes and make cheap wine. Now how's that parody taste? And it's guaranteed to make every daring teen with a therapy face play Eternal Flame on repeat until their stereo breaks down the science of love. You thought we both go up in smoke, send dual smoke signals. You got denied, that must be why you drew both pistols. Shot the sky and here I am catching fallen angels. She said don't bother me, I'll lose. The truth is a man that fathered me, blew it, walking me through his two-fisted trail of fallen trees, and now I'm toothless. Besides, you're just a primate, and talking to me is useless. I said you're not biting, you're barking, and it's music to my ears. It's music to my ears. It's music to my ears. I tore the wiring from her forklift. She dropped dead gorgeous in her Four Seasons porch with her lips pressed against a cordless phone. It was off the hook, get it? They call this girl Butternose. Everything looks good, but her nose is filled with coke. She just won't admit it, get it? She took another match and she lit it. She struck a handful of matches at the same time and couldn't figure out which stick to drop first. Each one got closer and it hurts now. Since that draft pick got worse, you got the first degree from each one at the same time. They want the news and the weather. Instead you let them down the dateline. And now your sticky fingers fuse together like back in the days when she was a teenager. Before she struck those matches, before she went through labor. You could find this underage with double-fisted tons of strangers. Back in the days when she was a teenager, before she struck those matches, before she went through labor. You could find this underage with double-fisted tons of strangers. Moms used to say it reminded her of her Savior.
Got a little demon girl sleep in my bed. Got a little demon girl sleep in my bed. Don't know where she came from, but she's in my bed. Morning come, she's still here. Happy, happy gone.
I got an angel in one pocket, the other's full of nickels. One for every time I pulled a pistol on your innocence. You've been a victim since you bit your lips under my sheets, under my spell, and I was under your wing. Little bird found her bee and she suffered my sting. No wonder why I sing to any open ears, with enough room for 2 cents, drenched in regret. Best friends since we met, but these trends that I set, they came and double-crossed me in crisis. I took your king off his throne, but I adopted his vices. You said, well, I never. Now if I had a nickel for every time I said never, I'd be rich and have you living in your picture perfect shoes. If I had an excuse for every time I left clues that I was distancing myself from you, I need a rescue. And if I had a focus for most of these 26 years, dear, I'd be a hero to myself. But the truth is, I need a rescue. Now it's like I'm too vain and insecure to try to land and visit her. I hide away all immature, my picture sure to fade away. So fade away.
Driving demon girl, sleep in my bed.
their lives. It's been a long time coming, lock, stock, coming. Metal to metal, the medals of honor pierce his chest. Kettle to kettle man, his heart is black, it bleeds for death. To all the rebels, living off the laws that fear suggests, he appears a mess, but there's this message he's decoding. And he's the envy of the unknowing, but all willing to picture it all perfect. He talks into this mic with nothing in mind, the image is all worth it. No worship in his blood, all curses worth believing in. He's up and he's leaving a love for no reason now. He's making his rounds, he pounds his chest and hits the streets. He's bad to the bone with bad bones, but he don't admit defeat. Visits the meek who inherently speak through a well-oiled machine of a heart, and it don't back off. Comes from a backlog of loss and tough luck. He's completely punch drunk and too exhausted to touch love, but it's kept tucked away with the new fade-proof innocence that's underage and overpaid attention to. And since he's destined to live without a destiny to rest into, he'll just search for recipes from entries to exit wounds. Sets the moonshine down, writes another victim's tune, and washes the blood from his hands with drinks until his fingers prune. Never had faith in God, only trust the custody he seeks. And he'd just love to have you judge him by the company he keeps. The company of wolves, customized and cunning. Up and running, wild in the streets. Running, he's cutting it close. He's luxury classies. Up in the smoke and ash of habits that have broken fast. But he's crass, so don't cross him. He's wild in his sorrow. He manages his emotions and lights another Marlboro. It's been a long time coming, lock, stock, coming for the livestock, running for their lives. It's been a long time coming, lock, stock, coming for the livestock, running for their lives. It's been a long time coming, lock, stock, coming for the livestock, running for their lives. It's been a long time coming, lock, stock, coming for the livestock, coming for That's why I keep my nose to the zone, sharp to the head. Split pros of a lone cub in a bear pit, and I can barely sit still. You know the deal, wake, work, repeat. I'm trying to eat, I'm trying to free up them wings, trying to bear some teeth. Insignificance ain't no signature, I'm trying to lead. Set a precedent for me, trying to teach it to my seat. No predicament too twisted for speech, I'ma just be alone. Back from seeing Papa drink 40 OUNCEs just to quench I rise against or you ring see me. You want your soundscape scraped, that's my homeboy Cecil. I'll be that long reader here to choke smoke and pen heaters, warm the frostbite of the death cheaters. And maybe next year the check clears. Until that time, nickel and dime, no Henny and shine, grind them gears. Me and Cecil been up for years now, peeking out how to live. How funny something so simple can leave you feeling so supple. Belly full, promise to struggle, never bull. Stay doomed through to the muscle. And I've been dreaming for a Cecil beat. Paint stay on the canvas on the easel beat. Needlepoint, balance them anxieties and thread with any school of thought that keeps the cloth you stitching different. It's not the pot you pissing, that's why I keep my nose to the zone, sharp to the head. Split pros of a lone cub in a bear pit, and I can barely sit still. You know the for me. Trying to teach it to my seat. No predicament too twisted for speech. I'ma just be. So now I stepped into the side saddle, riding all alone. My only weapon is my mind, that and knowing that the road wrote a story of its own entitled I ain't yours to loan, but I ain't yours to own. No, I ain't yours. And only open eyes would know the lines and quotes. To know I haven't always kept my eyes open. So I'm without a home to call my own. Cause dreams are the only roads I roam. And now I'm sleeping in a boxcar, dreaming of the lost arts, preaching in Carhartt, standing at the edge of this cliff, throwing little things off like rock stars and car parts. Scars that are marking up my face and body are the songs that I write about you, but now I base them off me. I'm breaking laws so we'll know don't show a sign of purpose. I walk these lines in the fences till my time is served. Giant churches, burning witches, pretty perverts, city workers and snitches. That shit's just drying on the fan, they're damned. I keep my chin up, I sit up and stand. Just combing through the trust, the rush, the rust, the dust and the drunk angst. I cash my check at a blood bank, plus I got some clown makeup and a traveling Dunktank. I hear oohs and ahs when I jump off my garage. People treat me like I'm dying for a cause, cause I believe in God, Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. I'm hanging out with Lady Luck and feeding her when her beaver's hungry. Don't need your money, don't need your company. Do need that filthy middle finger out my cup of tea. Like if it takes one to bleed and two to make the bleeding stop, I'd rather leave a trail of blood. Now it's 2000 and I'm still kicking like old habits. Still sticking with no address or mattress now. Half this life spent in these skate shoes been spent walking to the beat of a breakthrough. I shake a few hands, hug a few strangers, make a new fan, cut a rugged loop, later new raider of the lost breaks and bass lines, trying to discover some peace on the freight lines. 9 hollows and I'm feeling like a 50 spot, channeling my lady luck, see what that gypsy's got. She's looking up today, smiling at the thunderstorm, playing her tiny violin to keep my hunger warm. While 100 horns blow for the wrong reasons, I write my song singing so long to all the heathens, like greetings to your good riddance. It's time for your bad comeback, so come back to the oh, little I came to pigeonhole the skeptic oh, while I address my Minnesota ethics oh, to give a goddamn fuck if the children don't respect it oh, my name is Cecil, fucking Otter, not Dylan goes electric. So who's that peeking in my window right now? I don't know, but I can see the interest in their eyebrow. I bow to the dying day of my inner works. My medium is extra large until I'm in the dirt. My fingers hurt from all these over anxious brush strokes. Sometimes I'm not looking, I'll wind up in cutthroats. Just jokes, man, I'll set them all aside soon. For now they're my baby, the centerfold. So from that circus cannon that you shot me through, to smoking poison in the poison with the motley crew. Talk me through this with the coffee or the newest fixative, and you'll just say the music's the risk to his health, but he sticks to his guns till they stick to you. Keeps twisting his tongue and it'll spit to you. Sings you to sleep with the song of repercussions, but he don't sleep cause sleep is the reaper's cousin. And he's a Holy Ghost hunter, Steve Perry street talker, eating some moldy toast under my beef whopper. Small city beat jocker, addicted to the hock and spit. Offbeat beatboxer who thinks he's rocking it. Hip Hopkins kid with a mouthful of dynamite, checking myself for ticks. And Jimmy Castor troglodytes. I had to fight and show my best impression of I came to pigeonhole the skeptic while I address my Minnesota ethics to give a goddamn fuck if the children don't respect it. My name is Cecil, fucking Otter, not Dylan goes electric.
You just go along figuring some things don't change ever, right? And then one stupid thing happens. 20, 25 minutes out of your whole life. And all the ropes that kept you hanging in there get cut loose. And it's like there you are, right back in the jungle again. All right, boy, it was a nightmare, but it's over now.